Are we live right now?
Yeah. We're live. We're live. Let's see who we got in here. We are live. Let's wait for some people to join in. Currently live.
All right, now
It's
we're on.
been an interesting.
What's up, Adam? How you doing, Adam?
What up, Adam? It's been
Raffles on. TJM,
TJ.
good evening.
What's up? What's up, Frank? It's been an interesting few days of baseball, hasn't it?
Oh boy. All right, where do we start here? You want to wait a little bit? You want to wait for some people to get on, or you want to get right to it, man? I'm ready to get right to it.
Yeah, we can get right to it. We can get right to it. We got a few people in here. Let's you know, let everyone join in the middle. It's fine. So, where do you want to start? Where do you want to start? You want to talk Yankees first? You want to talk Mets first?
I'll start with the Mets because I'm real passionate about it right now. It's Adam. The Mets suck.
Oh,
Well, you know what,
something
Adam? The
else to
Mets,
see. The Mets suck. We got a whole bunch of Mets suck in here.
the Mets
It's
do
not going
suck.
good.
But unfortunately, the Yankees have the same amount of wins as the Mets, I believe. So if that's the case, they both suck. But
Yeah,
no, you're right. The Mets suck right now.
as of late, the
Um,
Mets suck.
huh?
As of late, the Mets suck.
The
The last
Mets have
10
been
games,
terrible,
Mets are
but
Mets are bad.
the starting pitching has been atrocious. And let me tell you something. Okay, can you hear me well?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I am done with the pitching land. I'm done with the pitching lab. I don't want to hear about a pitching lab. I don't want to hear about Severino was so much better as a Met. I don't want to hear about Cannon has been so good. I don't want to hear about we can make Frankie Montas better. The Mets have two guys who are sitting on an injured list. Don't even get me started with Senga. This freaking guy is so fragile. I'm so tired of it. At this point, I couldn't be in charge of the Mets, and I'm going to tell you why. If I was in the charge of the Mets, I take a ride to his house and I say, "Hey Senga, are you ready to go this week or what?" And he tells me, "Oh no, my hamstring is still a little tight." I trade his ass.
Yeah. Yo,
It
that's your
seems
ace,
like
man.
every year it's something going on with him, and then it becomes like uh, a production to get him back um, on the mound.
Oh man, I mean, that's your ace. You're turning on your ace. I feel like you're worried right now. You sound a little worried for the season, how it's going. Just a
You
little.
know, let me tell you something about the season. Okay, I think I think once the Mets figure this all out, they get Senga back on the mound, they get Mania back on the mound, they get their bullpen pieces back together. Once they figure this all out, I think the Phillies are going to be kicking themselves because the Phillies have a chance to separate, and they're getting swept by the Houston Astros. They're
Yeah,
losing
that's
games to
tough.
the Marlins. So as it stands today, they have a game and a half lead. I mean, they're going to be really upset. Um, so the division obviously is still obtainable. We're a game and a half out. We're 3-7 over the last 10. I think we're like something like 1-12 over the last 13. Something
Yeah,
ridiculous.
yeah,
Um, they still sit with 48 wins this year, which is third most in the National League. Thankfully, they got off to a great start, 21 games over, because if not, I mean, this could have hit rock bottom. We could have been talking about who we're going to get rid of at the trade deadline. Soto could have been a piece. Go get some prospects.
yeah. You would never. You guys would
Right.
never. Your fan base would have a stroke.
But the,
But
the 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 point I'm getting at here is honestly, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of getting these guys who, they have good stuff and they're a couple of games under 500 career wise, And I think if we get them in the lab, we can fix them. And I'm tired of it. Go out and get me a stopper, man. Go out and get me a guy who's going to go throw 8 innings, one hit ball, and hand the ball off to Diaz at least once every 5 games.
I
And then
mean,
I can say, okay, at least this losing streak's not going to get out of control. I mean,
it,
it's a do I have to see Love Lady? I don't even know who the hell Love Lady is. Do I got to see Love Lady giving up bomb after bomb after bomb? Like, go to the minor leagues and go get a guy who can pitch. You mean to tell me there's not a guy who you can call up from your minor leagues and say, hey, for the next few weeks, you're going to be my seventh inning guy. You're going to be my sixth inning guy. I mean, the Mets have a prospect, Jonah Tong. The guy has a 1.73 ERA. Um, he has 115 strikeouts. This is crazy. Okay, he has 115 strikeouts over 73 innings pitched in the Double A in Binghamton. Let the guy go to AAA for a few weeks and say, hey, you're going to come up at 22. I mean, every other franchise does it. The Pittsburgh Pirates do it. Paul Skeens.
yeah,
We can't throw a 22-year-old out there and say, hey, I'm almost certain that Jonah Tong can give me a better outing than Frankie Montas today. By
well, yeah,
accident.
he threw a terrible game.
By accident.
Yeah, Montas 6 earned runs, 7 hits, and only 4 innings pitched. He did have 5 strikeouts in those 4 innings, but
Yeah.
if you wanna say something
I,
positive there, he had 5 strikeouts in 4 innings.
Yeah,
But,
good. Here's a good point. 30-4. The Mets were outscored in 3-game series. Watch the Pirates get swept now by the Cardinals. Braves destroy the Mets 5-7, and Philly goes in and takes 2-3 from them. Frankie Sinatra can throw a better game than Frankie Montas. Well, yeah, that's a good one. But no, I'm at that point now. Like, if you would have gave me Frankie Montas and he comes, he gives you, 5 innings, 2 runs, 7 hits scattered, and all right, you know what? We got him from, he's cheap, but he's a number 5 guy. The game's over before you sit down. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Give me Jonah Tong. The
yeah,
guy has 115 strikeouts in 73 innings. So
he's
he's
not
pitching the
ready.
ball well. Granted, it's Double A. I get it. It's Double A. I
He's not ready.
understand. Bring him to Triple A. Dwight Gooden was 19 years old.
And James is panicking. We're not even at the All-Star break, and James is panicking for the season.
I mean,
This is great.
you
I
have
love it.
you have Sean Manaea, who has loose bodies in his arm. I don't even know what it means. Loose bodies in the arm.
Yeah,
But you know
I
what?
don't
It's
know.
not going to affect his pitching. So why is he not pitching? It don't make sense to me. Brooks Riley. He's in I think he's in AAA right now. He had an outing today, I believe. Let me see if I can look him up. But I mean, the guy's 37 years old. He's been a major leaguer for 17 years. Do you really need to go down to AAA to, get your arm? Do it in the majors. Because let me tell you something. What he can give us is better than what Love Lady's giving us.
I love to see it. I mean, you're talking about a starting rotation here. At one point in the league, was the best rotation in the league, lowest ERA in the league. What went wrong? Did the scouting report get out? Did our hitters starting to pick up on your starting rotation? You at one point this rotation was dominant. I mean we saw a few names in the Cy Young list or lowest ERA, top 5 ERA in the league. Now these guys can't these guys can't even get through half a game. It's incredible
Well,
that it's incredible honestly that just the turnaround. And if the pitching
well,
doesn't pick it up, you guys are gonna have a long second half of the season for sure.
well, Corey Senga this year has a 1.47 ERA, 7-3. and then he got a boo-boo. He got a hamstring
Mm.
problem. You know what? Like, I get it. Injuries occur. I get it, man. 100%. But how long to heal from a hamstring? I mean, like, you figure this is a world-class organization with world-class doctors, and you would figure like maybe they can get back within a couple of weeks. And then now what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen now? Is Senga gonna have to go through a rehab? 3 weeks in the minor leagues
Yeah,
to get his arm going?
he said he's feeling good. The last update they had on him, he's recovering well. So we'll
Adam
see.
has a question. Adam has a question. What's your question,
Yes,
Adam?
Adam, what's up?
I have a question too. Where do I sign up to pitch? Frankie Montas, Cincinnati Reds, 5 ERA. Milwaukee Brewers, 4.55 ERA. New York Yankees, 6.35 ERA. I mean, this guy's never been good. What did the pitching lab do? The
It
pitching
worked for
lab.
it worked for Severino, although we did beat up on him today too. So
It worked for Severino when he was a Met. I get it, but he was
yeah,
in the walk year of his contract. Who's going to have the missed homers in 25 season? The most
most
homers.
homers. Right now,
Um,
Cal Riley is I think is still leading, right? I think right now
I say
at
Adam.
this pace.
I say, I say Juan Soto's going to hit 10 in the next 7 days. I like those apples.
Not against the Yankees, I'll tell you that.
Well, I'm praying. I'm praying Stroman pitching. Maybe that's what we need. We need
Bro,
Stroman. We
he
need
didn't have a
Woodward,
bad game today. He did not have a
and
bad game
we need
today.
Yarborough.
He's back. Strowman is the Stroh show is back. He actually pitched well today, which I'm quite surprised. I'm happily surprised, actually. He went
Yeah,
5 innings, only gave up 3 hits and 1 run, only 1 strikeout though, but solid start.
yeah. He's I'm not even gonna get started with Stroman. He's another story. He's another story. So
Yeah.
the Mets have a left-handed pitcher coming up. Obviously, Brooks Riley. He's pitched before with the Mets. He's on his way. He's expected like mid-July. Okay, things change, my friend. Let's try to go early July. You have Jesse Winker. God knows we need a lefty bat in the 6 or 7 slot. Let's go, Winker. He's expected back mid-July. Let's go. Sean Manaea, left-handed pitcher. He was our ace last year. He's expected back early July. I mean,
Hmm.
early July should really be July 1st. And he has a bullpen session today, actually. And I guess according to how that bullpen session goes, they'll make a decision. Griffin Cannon's out. Kodai Senga out. Return July. Jose Siri, starting outfielder. We need some offense. We need some pop. He's expected back in the second half.
Oh,
Tyler McGill,
your team's really, really fragile. And listen to all these injuries right now. I thought we were fragile. You guys are
Drew
just as bad.
Drew Smith back in late 2025 or 26. Tyler McGill mid to late July.
Minter
AJ
next season,
Minter, we know about AJ Minter. That
next
was
year.
huge. That was huge, huge. He's
Yeah,
expected next year. Danny Young next year. Um, Geez, I mean,
it happens. It's part of the game. Injuries happen, and unfortunately for your team, a lot of injuries. You could almost make a whole new team with the list of guys you have injured. That was about like 9 or 10 guys you just named.
right. Let me try to talk. Let me try to be let me try to be reasonable for a second, right? Let me try to be reasonable, please.
Sound like you're panicking right now. I don't know.
No, no, I'm not going to call it panicking because the truth is, I feel like if you get Manaya and you get Senga and you can get back, you get Brooks Riley in here to get back into the bullpen, and then maybe you swing a deal at the deadline. Here's the thing: the Phillies have done absolutely nothing. They're a game and a half ahead. Right now, if I'm the Phillies, I'm saying to myself, the Mets can't win, but neither can we. Am I lying or
Yeah,
what?
no, you're not lying. You guys, they have an opportunity to gain a lot of games on you guys, and they're not taking advantage. I mean, then again, they are playing Houston, who maybe is playing really good baseball right now. But also, you
They
guys
are
aren't hitting
playing
the
good
ball
baseball.
either. You guys scored 1 run today.
One
It's
run.
not just the pitching. You guys can't
Right,
hit
but
either right now.
you see the pitching. Here's my theory, right? Like
You're full of optimism, James. The team is in very bad shape right now.
here's my theory. The Mets could have scored 11 today, and they
Yeah,
would
yeah.
have lost.
12 is absurd. Giving up
That's
12
what I'm
runs is absurd.
saying. Once you put your guys in a 5-0 hole, good luck because you're gonna get 2-0 knuckleballs. You're gonna get first pitch fastballs high and tight. You're gonna be in such trouble. You're saying the Phillies are not taking advantage. The Mets aren't taking advantage either. I
Yeah.
get it, Michael. I get it. I understand the Mets are
I
not
mean,
taking advantage.
you
That's the
look at
whole point. The point
I
is,
also want to point. I mean, it's not only the pitching though. If you look today, they lost 1 run. They scored yesterday. 2 runs they scored. The game before that, 1 run again. It's like you can't have both lacking. You can't have your pitching lacking and then you're not scoring runs because even
right,
if you do, even if your pitching is decent and you give up 4 runs, you still lose all of these games. So you guys got to all around. You guys have to pick it up. I don't know what's going on. The summer has not been kind to you guys.
right. But
I don't know what's going on.
do you understand the point of um you're not gonna get pitches to drive if you're down 7-0 early. You're not gonna get pitches to drive. The Mets in the league, the Mets are 13th in runs scored. So they're a little better than average.
Hmm.
So if you give me average pitching, we should be listen, the Mets, this is the Mets offense all season. And guess what? They will 2 weeks ago we're talking about the Mets being the best team in the league because the pitching was good.
Yeah, the pitching was phenomenal actually,
Right.
and
But
it's a whole different story now. So
right. Give me average pitching, and this team, the last 10 could go 5-5, maybe. Powerhouse Pirates beat the crap out of us. Maybe you think they had Bonilla Bonds and Van Slyke out there.
mhm.
Yeah, you're going back into the listen. Just to put things in perspective here, the Mets gave up 35 runs or 30 runs, whatever it was, 30 runs in 3 games to the worst offensive team in baseball.
Yeah, that's
So
tough.
I don't want to
That is
hear
tough.
about hitting. You could have put me in there to pitch.
Yeah.
The Pirates are 27th. Listen to this. You ready for this?
Yeah.
The Pittsburgh Pirates are 27 out of 30 teams in runs scored this year. You know why they're 27th out of 30? Because they scored 30 runs against the Mets. They should have been 30 out of 30. They scored 30 runs against the Mets. If you take away 30 runs, they have 267, which will put them 10 runs behind the last place team. I don't want to hear
Yeah.
about offense. Give me a chance to win. Give me a 1-1 game in the eighth, or a 2-1 game in the eighth, or even a 3-1 game in the eighth, and have one of the guys, Soto, come. Soto has 5 home runs in the last week and a half. They've all been solo shots.
You guys are having a bad stretch. It's just a bad stretch of baseball. The pitching's not there, and then on top of that, you have the hitting is not there. It's a bad stretch. Definitely
Right,
a
but when
bad
do we
stretch.
say, hey, you know what? We have a kid in the minors. He's 22 years old. He's he's been fantastic. He's a
Mhm.
number 75 baseball prospect in all of baseball. He has 115 strikeouts in the double A. He has a 1.73 ERA. I mean,
You got
let's
to
get
think
it.
though. They don't want to break him. Maybe they don't want to bring him up too early. He gets hit around and he loses his confidence throwing the ball.
All
You
right, you lose
we don't know.
confidence.
We don't know. Their reasoning for not bringing him up. Maybe they see something in his games. He's not ready. Yankees really haven't impressed much either. Yeah, yeah, I agree. Yankees, they just started turning it around. We took, I believe, the last 2 out of 3 this series. I believe we won this series against the A's. Um, yeah, the Yankees also hit a little speed bump, but not as bad as the Mets been doing right now. So,
The
grateful for that.
Yankees are 6-4 in their last 10. They
Yeah,
did take 2 out of 3 from the Athletics. Who did they play before the Athletics? I forgot.
I'll tell you right now, they played the Reds. That was a tough series for us. We did
And
not
the
play good
Reds,
that series.
I think the Reds won that series.
Yeah, yeah, they took 2 out
So
of
now
3.
The Yankees go to Toronto. They have 4 against Toronto. Toronto's been playing well.
Yeah, they're no
I don't
pushover. They're right behind us actually.
No,
So,
and I don't think that the Blue Jays are better than the Yankees. But we never know the way these teams have been playing. Once again, the Yankees have been playing better than the Mets, but the Yankees haven't been great either. The
yeah.
Rays have closed the gap in that division race. The Rays are now, although they lost today, they're only a game and a half back. So, um, listen, both of these teams got to get busy. I don't know what I think the Yankee problem has been offense, right? On and off.
Yeah, yeah, the pitching has been pretty, doing pretty good actually, but offense has not been there. Like, the Reds, we scored what, 1 run the first game. 4 runs is not bad, but then we let the Reds score 5. Then we beat them 7-1. Um, hasn't been bad. Today the Yankee offense woke up. We put 12 runs on the board. We got shut out yesterday against the A's, and we won the first game 3-0. So I'll take that. The pitching has been pretty decent. We haven't really been giving up a lot of runs. We just haven't been hitting. We're slumping a little bit, but hopefully after winning this series, we pick it back up for the Blue Jays, and then carry it on later in the week against the Mets. And I hope we take that series as well. So it's
Yeah,
gonna
I
be a
don't.
fun week. Definitely gonna be a
My
fun week of baseball.
my hope my hope against the Yankees is Mania is back and Senga is back. I can see Mania being back. I don't know if I can see Senga being back, but I would love to have Mania back, man. You know what? Let's see if there's any news on Mania's outing today because he was supposed to throw a bullpen.
Hmm.
So let's see if I can find something and nothing
Well,
so far.
good news for you. We got Freed going on Tuesday. You guys are not gonna see Freed. You may see Rodon. I'm not
Sunday.
sure.
We may see Freed Sunday if he goes
Yeah, yeah.
Tuesday, no?
Yeah, yeah, maybe, maybe. So I'm not sure who we're throwing against you guys yet. We haven't they haven't put that up yet, but the way it's looking, I don't think they're gonna go games 1 or 2, Freed or Rodon. So
With my luck, they throw Stroman, he throws a no-hitter.
that would be awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well,
the Mets just have not been playing good as of late. Losing what are they, 3-7 the last 10?
okay, I have an update on Sean. No, I don't have an update. Sorry. I
On
wish
Sean
I
Manaea?
did. I thought I did, but I don't. The latest, uh, yeah, I don't have. There's no, there's no update at all.
It's
So
tough,
I don't know.
man. You guys got a lot of injuries. You're not playing well right now. You're not hitting good, not pitching good. I mean, you could bring up young guys. You could call some guys up, but that doesn't guarantee anything because they might get hit around too. So,
It doesn't. It
when you
doesn't
when you bring
guarantee
up these young
something.
guys.
No, it doesn't guarantee anything. But you know what? I rather watch a young kid go out there and as opposed to Frankie Montas and give up 5 runs in the first inning. And let me tell you something. Like he
We
had
didn't
a
know he
chance
was
to.
gonna. We didn't know he was gonna pitch so bad today, though.
I get it, and he was good his last outing,
Yeah,
but the guy has a career ERA over 5. I mean, come on, man. Like, what are we looking for here? What are we looking for? Magic and magic, rub the magic genie or some shit? It ain't happening. It ain't happening. You got Severino, okay, great. Cannon pitching good. Peterson was pitching great. It's the Mets. It's the pitching lab. Oh, great.
The
And then I
pitch
watched
and
Frankie Montas against a last place offensive team give up 5 runs in the first, and he's lucky it was only 5 because there were balls hit extremely hard. So he's
yeah, I
lucky it
mean,
was only 5.
it could also be the Pirates just got hot too. I mean, they scored a
No,
lot of runs.
no.
You don't think
Listen,
it's the Pirate? You think it's just
after,
the Mets pitching?
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I watched the game. I've watched the last 3 games. This is not a couple of guys getting hot. This is the 7, 8, and 9 barreling up the ball, man. I'm telling you, the balls today. When I was watching those balls get hit, I was like, "This is a problem, man. It's not bad luck. It's not a good pitch, and the batter put the ball on the bat or put the bat on the ball. This was it looked like batting practice today. I'm not. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, and I don't think you can fix that, man. I'm telling you, it's bad right now.
That's
Your
tough.
best case scenario here is Frankie Montas, a number 5 guy, and when the playoff comes, you Marcus Stroman him. You know what I'm saying?
You Marcus Stroman here. That's
I,
crazy.
I'm being for real. This guy,
Maybe
he
they should
hasn't
have
had any.
another players only meeting.
The players. Let me tell you something. The players only meetings. They don't work. Like I'm sorry, man. Like all
You're
these
not a
people that
believer.
talk. All these people that talk, and this freaking mic is annoying me now.
Yeah.
All these, all these people that talk about chemistry and players meeting and stop it, stop it.
I
You
think
know when you
I
should
think
have your
that plays a
players meet.
role.
You know when you should have your players meeting when your ace is on the mound that same day. That's when you should have your players meeting. Then you have your players meeting. Your ace goes out and throws 7 shutout, and then you guys can all say, "Yeah, it was a good players meeting, man. We all relied on each other, and it was great." I don't care who you can talk with the president. Frankie Montas is going to get on the mound and give up 5 runs. I don't care who they talk to.
You know, I think players meeting works depending how it goes. I don't know what's said behind those doors, but sometimes they do work as a reset and get everyone refocused because maybe they just got a little complacent. Maybe the Mets got a little complacent the last, few games. They're sitting, first place in the well, not anymore. They were first place in the division and maybe they got comfortable and now they're not focused, especially the pitching. So they're gonna need to do something, make some moves. What? So you think they need more pitching? So trade deadline, you want to go after a pitcher for sure. You don't think anybody on the field. Um, you don't think they need to pick up any, fielders, any hitters. You think it's just pitching right now.
You know what? Listen, you have to look at you have to be realistic, right? So you have to look at a team that has a bunch of injuries, right? We get it. And injuries are part of the game, right? But listen, Tyrone Taylor is um
Meeting began visiting clubhouse Saturday night. Juan Soto motivated teammates by urging them to keep believing,
if
while
you
Lindor,
go
Alonso, and others reinforced unity. That
if you
was
look
that was
at
funny.
if you look at the team and you say, okay, what do we need? Well, if Senga and Manaya get back, maybe we just need one more arm. But if
Hmm.
Senga Manaya can't get back, you need more than one arm. And then you can look at the bullpen and say, okay, you know what? In a playoff scenario, you could put Clay Holmes in the bullpen along with Brooks Riley. Edwin Diaz has been fantastic. He has been one of the bright spots of this team, Edwin Diaz. When
Hmm.
I when Let me tell you something. This is how you
Well,
know it's bad.
you haven't needed him as of late. I'll tell you that.
Right, but all season he's been Mr. Reliable. I mean, he's perfect at thinking save opportunities. But the point I'm getting at is if you can get your guys back, Winker, Jose Siri, for Siri to provide some pop um at the bottom of your lineup. Can Vientos start playing? I mean, Vientos looks lost out there, man.
Yeah,
He
I
looks
know you guys were big on Vientos before the season started, and he's looked really disappointing. Really, really disappointing this year.
he
Oh,
looks
he did get hurt, but even before the injury.
his confidence. Now, granted, Vientos on the season has 5 or 6 home runs. You know, Tyrone Taylor has one. McNeil, who's played the majority of the season, has 9. Vientos is going to provide the pop, the OPS. He's going to provide that. You know,
Frank
once he
makes a
gets
good point. Pop doesn't help when you're losing 12-1.
nothing helps. Nothing helps. That, of course, I agree 100%. Nothing helps. Mania needs to get back. Put that mic above you if you can, James. Mania, Mania needs to get back. Um, Senga needs to get back. You got to get the bullpen ready, and then we go from there. But what this team needs at the trade deadline is an ace, and dare I say, Jacob DeGrom. Jacob DeGrom.
Jacob DeGrom. You guys still gonna go after Jacob? You think they're gonna trade? First of all, who would you give up for Jacob DeGrom?
I don't
Because
know
I want
because
Jacob DeGrom too. The Yankees could use him too. He's
I
gonna be
don't
a
know.
hot commodity come trade deadline.
I don't know who we're gonna give up because the way our prospects are playing, they're not gonna get much. Anyway, listen, I'm done on this live. I'm pissed off.
There you have
I'm
it.
gonna go. I'm gonna. I'm gonna go relax. Who do the Mets have coming up now?
Let's see who the Mets play the Brewers and then the
Oh
Yankees
God,
and the
the
Orioles.
Brewers.
So it doesn't get easier for them. Does not get easier for them.
So we have
Yankees have
Milwaukee
yeah.
Monday,
You guys
Tuesday,
got
Wednesday.
yep. You got Milwaukee Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then the Yankees Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So that should be fun.
So six
We're catching you
games.
guys at a
I,
good
I
time right
would.
now.
I would take right now 3-3, but I mean even that is wishful thinking. I don't even know who's pitching tomorrow.
Yeah. Who do
Okay,
you guys have left?
relax. Game 6, bro. If you know, you know. I can't do
Yeah.
game 6, man. I have a barbecue to attend in about 45 minutes, man. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
But we'll see how these next few games go. You know, hopefully the Yankees uh continue. They played very well today. They keep playing well. The Mets, they're not looking great. Maybe they turn around, but hopefully after the Subway Series. So we'll see.
all right, guys. I'm out of here. I'm done. I'm tired.
All right, guys. We'll keep you updated. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next live. Thanks for joining, guys.